Hi everyone, this is me Jyotika Bedi, founder of Happiness is Love, our passion project. It's a community for parents, teachers, teenagers, everyone to come together, connect, have meaningful conversations and create happiness for better understanding. Today I have with me my dear friend Astha, who is a very passionate psychologist. She's also a partner at Reboot Mental Spa. Can we call it Mental Spa?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, though the official name is Reboot Wellness.
Right.
Yeah.
And one of its own kind. There is nothing like
We
Reboot.
put in a lot of love there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it is a very safe place. It's a non-judgmental space and it's a space for everyone to come together and heal. So here we are starting many conversations around understanding mental health. So together let's decode what mental health means to both of us.
Thank you for having me, Jyotika. It's a conversation which is long due, and I'm so glad we're talking about this because there's so much of conjecture around what mental health is, how people are perceiving it,
Correct.
and how we want to, how we want people to perceive it and take
Absolutely.
it forward.
Right.
So, you're a psychologist as well. So, as psychologists, we see the whole variety of, mental health concerns and everything, and that's what we're here to talk about. So, thank you for having me, and thank you for doing this.
Yes.
For creating awareness.
And together we will break the stigma, we'll break the dogma, and it's time to have conversations so that we spread awareness together. So Astha, let's decode what mental health actually means.
Yeah.
It involves your emotional, social, psychological well-being. So simply put, it affects how you think, feel, behave, relate to others,
Yeah.
manage your emotions, deal with conflict, and make your choices every single day.
Absolutely. And it's strange that the word mental has so much of bias against it, and we use it casually. We use it for as a synonym of crazy.
Correct.
You're mental. That means that you're crazy.
Crazy. You're
And-
pagal.
Yeah, that you're pagal. And also, a lot of people say, and I've heard the millennials talk like, dude, you need therapy. When somebody behaves in an odd way.
Right.
However, what they should be saying is, I understand. You need to go and talk to someone. You need to go and speak to a therapist.
And I'm here for you.
And I'm here for you. It's the care and being there bit which is missing. So, Jyotika, since we're already talking about what mental health is, there is a mental health continuum, which essentially has healthy on one end of the spectrum and ill on the other end of the spectrum.
Right.
However, there are a lot of phases in between as well. A healthy frame of mind would be, it doesn't mean that you won't experience stress or you wouldn't, get sad or lonely or feel any
Right.
of these negative emotions
Right.
or even thoughts.
Right.
What happens is that if you have a healthy frame of mind, you are able to manage your stress and anxiety and yourself better.
Yes.
Right. With self-care, you can work in there.
Right.
Then there is a reacting space, which is when you have moved from a healthy frame of mind to a more reactive frame of mind where you are easily distracted. You are a bit distraught. You have moved from management to more of coping.
Right.
And then we have the injured, and as the name suggests, injured means that when you're hurting,
Right.
when there is impairment starting to set in, and
There's
your
constant
daily
pain.
there's constant pain, and your daily regular functions are getting impaired and affected. That it is difficult to fall asleep. It is getting difficult to get up in the morning and go for a walk, or do things that you're otherwise capable of doing.
Right.
It starts to impair your functionality.
Right.
And then there is the extreme end of the continuum, which is the ill. And this is when an individual is, as the name suggests, again, ill. And the WHO facts about the ill category in our country, 7.5% of the Indian population
Is clinically ill.
is clinically ill or has some sort of mental health
Disorder. Right.
right? And that is saying a lot. 7.5 is a huge population.
Right.
However, from the same facts, we can understand that 92.5% lie in the other category.
Right.
And since you are in the well-being space, why don't you
Right.
tell us a little bit about the healthy part?
Right. So the healthy part really includes your state of mind where you have mind-body balance. There is gratitude. You have positive relationship with yourself and with others. There is a sense of autonomy. You have a purpose and meaning to life, and more so you're able to manage yourself and your emotions. And the slight difference between healthy and reacting is that in reacting, you are managing, but more than managing, you're coping. So now let's move on to understanding what injured and ill means.
Yeah, so moving on from injured and ill, and as the name suggests, injured is when one's daily functioning begins to get impaired.
Right.
So sleep gets affected,
Correct.
relationships get impacted. There's
Food
a lot of
habits.
food habits.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stress due to either relationships or some sort of clinical disorder.
Right.
And ill is of course when there is a severe impairment of one's daily functioning. It becomes difficult to even get up in the morning
Right.
or to fall asleep at night.
Absolutely.
There is a disassociation with one's reality. There is extreme negative thinking, excessive thinking,
Right.
lot of anxiety, lot of negative emotions.
Right.
And these two, the injured and the ill category, require professional help.
Right.
And it's very easy to slip between these two. And when I say professional help, I mean you might need pharmacological help as well.
Right.
However, you definitely need psychological help.
Absolutely.
Right.
Even being healthy, like we are healthy, but sometimes we also go and seek help. So it's okay.
It's
No matter
absolutely,
where you are
yeah.
on the continuum, it is absolutely okay to go talk to someone, to express yourself, and share your feelings. So we want to
Absolutely.
normalize
We want to normalize.
going out there and asking for help.
So to sort of end the conversation, I think it's very important to be kind to our mind. Our mind does everything for us, and we should focus on our mind as much as we focus on our body.
Everything begins from your head.
It
Life
begins
is
from-
all about managing your head.
Yeah.
So it's okay to go there and seek help for your mind just like you do for your body.